got another college football story to talk about. This story is just starting to break loose.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear what this is about, because this is about the haves and the have-nots, right?
Okay, this is Dateline Chicago. With the transfer of all these teams to different conferences, with the impending death of the Pac-12, the 12-team playoff that starts next year in 2024 is going to be different. The original package that had been proposed when they expanded to 12, they take the champion of each of the Power Fives,
Mm-hmm.
and then they take the best ranked champion from a group of five conference. In other words, might that be Boise State in the Mountain West? Might that be Toledo in the Mid-American? Who would it represent in the AAF, etc.? Well, that's what it was supposed to be, 5 + 1 guaranteed, and then 6 at large. Well, now with the death of the Pac-12, a year from now, they've kind of indicated the Pac-2, Oregon State, Washington State, will only get in if they have an unbelievable record. We're not guaranteeing anybody who plays under the banner of the Pac-2
Mm-hmm.
or whatever it becomes. It's a guaranteed slot. Now they're trying to configure, do they just stay with the top 4 get guaranteed slots, the Power 5 teams? There's 4 major conferences. And what do we do if we only have 4? What do we do with the rest of the slots? Do we take the best teams in 2 of the group of 5 conferences? Would you take the best Mid-American team, the best Mountain West team, and guarantee them a slot in the playoffs? Or just make it all at large? So they met for 2 days in Chicago, and they talked and talked and talked and never came up with a legitimate proposal to vote on. So what they've done is they've just decided to table this for the time being to try to determine what becomes of the Pac-2. Can that thing expand? Will it have any credibility of named teams? So they still have a window here to decide this, but everybody was pushing, what's your decision? And they said, no, we're just not going to make a decision right now. It's complex. Do you just have 4 and then you 4 + 1 group of 5 champ? Or do you make it 4 + 2 group of 5 champs? And then how do you ferret out all the at-large bids? I wasn't good in calculus. I'm sure you are. So go ahead, you figure it out.
This is like, separate but equal kind of argument, which is bananas. But it's funny how they want to, drop kick Murphy, the Pac-2, get rid of those teams. But they're both having great years. They're both, top 25 programs at Washington State and Oregon State. To me, I would love to see this model destroyed, about the upper tier and the lower tier, and just take the best teams, period, And yeah, you don't know, is a group of 5 team really as good as their record says they are because they haven't played anybody, but they'll have to figure that out. But reserving 6 of the 8 spots for Power 5, to me, is just wrong. You should just take the 8 best teams and put them in.
Okay. Well, they're going to argue about this, and we're going to talk about it, I'm sure, over the next 6 months, and then they're going to have to make a determination.